You understand what you're doing in comforting? One of the things that I think is important when it comes to the whole issue of ministry, when it comes to this issue of just what it is that God desires from us and what he doesn't. There's a passage, jot it down, because I think this is so important when it comes to ministry, that in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 4, he says this. He's talking about basically about God, the God of all comfort, and he says this in verse 4, the God of all comfort who comforts us in all our tribulation, that we may be able to comfort those who are in any trouble with the comfort wherewith we ourselves are comforted by God. Here's a great thing. If you're called to ease someone's burden, one of the best ways to recognize that I'm called to ease the burden and I have some qualities and qualifications of doing this is what? God's already walked me through this. And what I've seen is this. As I've gone through this, God has brought others alongside to comfort me. And what they do is this. They tell me what? God has it under control. You understand what you're doing in comforting? You're pointing to Jesus. That's really what you're doing. And this is the key to really bearing one another's burdens, is that what you're doing is this. You say, I'm holding Jesus' hand. You hold my hand while I'm holding Jesus' hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put yours and Jesus' hand together. And then you're going to recognize he is faithful to do this. He is going to accomplish all that. I can tell you one thing. God is faithful. Jesus will be your answer, and he is going to move. And I can tell you that he's going to move. Why? Because he was faithful to move in my life. And it's one of those things where sometimes we don't know why it happens, but when it does happen, God says this. The reason I brought you through this is because I'm going to use you to tell people of my faithfulness when they're wondering, I'm overwhelmed. And he says, yes, you are. I was overwhelmed too, but I'm telling you that God is going to pick you up. He's going to just take you out of that miry clay. He's going to set you upon a rock, and you're going to find out that what? He's faithful. In the same way I found out that he's faithful, you're going to find out that he's faithful.